Charlotte with the Investing News Network, and I'm here with our battery metals reporter, Priscilla. We're going to talk about what happened during the month of May. Priscilla, could you start by telling me what we saw in the cobalt space last month?
Yes, definitely we had some developments in the cobalt sector this month, starting with Tesla, which said they're trying to reduce the cobalt content in their electric car batteries to almost nothing. That said, some experts still believe that cobalt demand will increase in the next few years. We also heard from Canadian company Cobalt 27, which signed a streaming deal for battery metals with Australian company Highlands Pacific. Finally, we had some news from the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC. The country is trying to increase taxes and royalties for cobalt to almost 10% in their new mining code. But miners are saying that the country could lose almost $3 billion in investment over the next 10 years if they don't make any changes to the new mining code.
Okay, so many things going on in the cobalt market, but we can't forget lithium. What did we see in the lithium market in the month of May?
Well, during the first half of the month, we had some news from Kidman Resources and SQM, which chose a site for their new processing plant in Western Australia. That region has also attracted interest from top lithium producers Tianqi and Albemarle. Speaking of Albemarle together with FMC released their quarterly results in May. Both companies are actually forecasting a lithium price increase this year.
So those events are from the first half of May. What did we see as the month continued the second half of the month?
Yeah, we definitely had some other interesting developments in the lithium space. We heard from Tianqi, which was actually finally able to buy a minority stake in SQM, giving Asia more influence over the global lithium market. We also heard from Kidman Resources again. In Australia, they said that they're going to be supplying lithium to Tesla. Finally, we heard from Galaxy Resources, which has agreed to sell their tenements in Argentina for almost $280 million in order to further develop their Sal de Vida project.
Okay, so we know that investors continue to be very interested in both cobalt and lithium. How can new investors get into the space? What do they need to know?
Definitely a very good question, and we actually asked this to battery metals expert Chris Berry at PDAC, and this is what he had to say.
We're in the middle of this incredible structural shift around mobility and around energy storage, and I think that is a 10 to 15 year move, what we're sort of seeing. When you think about renewable energy prices falling, electric vehicles becoming more ubiquitous, and within that, you've got these metals cycles. I still think that cobalt and lithium, prices will go up, prices will fall. Those are still cyclical metals, despite the fact that you're seeing this really incredible structural change in terms of the backdrop. When you're looking at these companies, whether or not it's a producer, a near-term producer, or an exploration play, you want to find projects that are scalable, so large and long-lived, and even probably more important than that, you want to find management teams that have the technical capability to bring a lithium or bring a cobalt project into play. Okay, cost of production does matter. You want to be on the low end of the cost curve, but at the end of the day, if you cannot produce a battery grade or highly pure material from a given deposit, it doesn't matter what the cost is.
It's always great to hear from experts like Chris Berry. That is where we're going to leave our May update. Thanks for joining us, Priscilla. Please join us again next month when we look at the month of June. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter at INN_resource and on Facebook at Resource Investing News. Once again, I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Priscilla with the Investing News Network. See you next month.